Tell. Oh, I do beg your pardon. Milind is with us right now. I thought that was an earlier conversation we had with him. Milind, if you can hear me, can you tell me where you are, your location, and what it is that you're seeing and hearing?
Well, Vasu, I have just managed to come to the CM's residence with a few supporters, and we are just told that the Chief Minister is reaching Mumbai shortly. He was in Kerala for a function. As soon as he heard the news, he immediately rushed to Mumbai, and I think he should be arriving shortly, after which I'll be accompanying him to where he'll be taking a round, most probably, or calling or convening a meeting of what needs to be done next. But I can tell you for the last 2 to 3 hours, as soon as the news broke out, I've been moving around extensively, especially in the Colaba area, and I just heard some reports about you talking about the hospitals. We tried to visit some of the hospitals. Of course, there's a lot of security. We were near the Oberoi Hotel, where we were informed that there's a police car which has been hijacked by some of the terrorists, and just when we left the area, we immediately passed by that and just missed it by a second. In fact, it was a very narrow escape me and some of my party workers had, and then we later found out that that same terrorist in that car was firing at people, but fortunately was apprehended and even killed later on. My only thing I can say right now is that there is a lot of chaos, there's a lot of rumor mongering that's happening. The best thing we can do is support the police efforts at this point. I think myself also as a politician, I don't want to get too much interfere in the police work, because they're all tied up and stretched with these kind of encounters that are happening in the Oberoi Hotel, the Taj, and in a building in Colaba. I think the best thing that we can do is state the facts objectively before the people, and my only concern is that we must maintain a certain calm once facts come out before the public. Until that happens, people shouldn't lead to rumor mongering that could lead to a communal flare-up, which usually happens after terrorist attacks. So that, I think, is the main aim, to get people to safety, to treat those who are injured. In fact, some time back also, some of the people who work in the Oberoi are calling me, and I was in touch with them, and they've managed to huddle up all the tourists from the Oberoi, and we've got them in a safe and secure location. So there's many of these little things going around the place. My only concern is that this should not lead to a riot or some kind of communal flare-up. So I think for that we have to be very careful when presenting the facts before the people, being extremely objective about what's going on in the city. But I can tell you that my initial movements, and while I'm sitting at the Chief Minister's residence, and while I was at with the Deputy Chief Minister and with the DGP, and we were evaluating what's happening, the police, the army has been called in. All efforts are there to nullify the situation. The government is doing its very, very best to weed the terrorists out. There are these kind of encounters going on, which I personally seen happening in Taj, Oberoi, and a building in Colaba market area. So I think once things progress on that, I think before that it would be very immature and inappropriate if I were to give you any objective feedback on what the ground situation is at these encounter sites.
All right, Milind, thanks very much indeed for joining us. And also, obviously, it's important to try and retain some kind of sanity or calm in the middle of this madness. But it is proving to be increasingly difficult, as this seems to be an attack of an unprecedented scale. It's perhaps a terrorist attack, yes, but something of the kind that I think India has never witnessed before. A large number of terrorists and militants attacking different locations in Mumbai. Let's just tell.